This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk. Coach, senior day on Wednesday in the win against Indiana State, 3 big special ones.
Yeah, they've had a good run. You know, unfortunately, and I've talked about it a little bit, the best part is there's still a lot to play for. You know, they were playing so well right now that we've got opportunities ahead of us, and we are really late in the year, and that's a good place to be. But they dug us out of a deep hole, and that's something that as our head coach, I'll always remember for our program, that we were spinning our wheels pretty good and in a tough spot, and those guys just kept coming to practice, and they dug in a little bit more, and they weren't shy about sharing their thoughts and their feelings about what we need to do to get things turned around. And it just took a lot of maturity. And I don't know if I like that word a whole lot, but it did. It took a lot of nerve in some cases. They just were terrific. And so I'm glad they had a good game at home. Played well against Indiana State. Had an opportunity for the fans to see them play well. I'm glad it happened that way because they deserve it.
And each senior kinda has brought something a little bit different. Wes Washpun, Matt Bohannon, and Paul Jesperson. They've all brought a tremendous amount of pride to this Panther program, and they do it in different ways.
Yeah, Bo set, from the time he got here, he set quite an example for how hard he's going to work, how much time he's going to spend in the gym, and that has paid off and will pay off for our program. And Wes is, in addition to being a guy who was able to bring an enthusiasm and an intensity to a team and a program that you have to have if you're going to win at a high level and be successful, he was able to bring that and change just a little bit over the course of the 3 years, and in a good way to help our program. And then Paulie, I'm just glad that for a month now he's had his confidence back because he's a terrific player and he spends a lot of time at it. It's been fun to see him play well.
We have some comments coming up on UNI's new athletic director, David Harris. What was it that you really liked about David that stuck out to you in the meetings that you had with the candidates? Yeah,
my first opportunity to meet David was last week. We had a chance to sit down and talk for the better part of an hour or so, and he strikes me as someone who is excited about leading our program, and he strikes me as someone who enjoys being part of a team. And I walked out of our meeting thinking, if David Harris is offered or decides, or they both happen to be our athletic director, we are going to get a really good person. We're going to get a guy who believes in doing things the right way. And then he's got the other stuff. He talked about his plan. He talks about how he wants to get it done. He understands what needs to get done. But I've been most impressed in my short conversations and just getting to meet him with the type of person that he is and what he believes in. And I think that's going to be great for all of us.
Yeah, very impressive. Here's a look at UNI's new athletic director, David Harris.